What's up, guys? This is Sean.
This is Zach.
And we're from the Yelling from the Stands podcast. And today, we're here to talk to you about Anchor. If you haven't heard about Anchor, it's the easiest way to make a podcast. There's creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone and computer.
One cool thing Anchor can do for you is it will distribute your podcast across all platforms such as Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and Google Podcasts.
So in a nutshell, it's everything you need to make a podcast in one place. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started.
I am not being a Karen. Okay, matter of fact, I would like to speak to your manager. Fuck, that's a Karen move. Never mind.
Ladies and gentlemen, broadcasting from Southern California, this is Yelling from the Stands.
What's up, guys? Welcome to Yelling from the Stands. This is Sean.
This is Zach.
And welcome to episode number 10. We have a great show ahead for you guys. A lot going on this week. A lot of sporting news is actually hitting us back. So we've got a lot of sports to talk about. I'm excited as hell for Yelling from the Kitchen to finally put an answer to this. What is the best barbecue chip? We're going to see if we can figure out. We got 5 brands of barbecue chips. We're going to see if we can guess a blind taste test. What is what? And then we're going to rank them like that. So excited to get to that. Zach, how you been?
Good. Had a dentist appointment this morning.
Dentist appointment.
Everything all good to go. I had a little bitch cavity, but got that shit taken care of real quick.
Nice, man. Brought us some nice ice cold Modelo.
It's Modelo time.
I don't know. Is it better in the bottle? Is that what it is?
I think so.
I usually get the cans, and I heard you say a minute ago, this just tastes really good today.
To me, it tastes good. Maybe because I haven't had it in like a while, so it's not.
I agree with you. This tastes amazing. I think it's the bottle. I got to start buying the fucking bottle again, man. Get away from this can bullshit.
Yeah, but sometimes those cans, it's cheap. You buy like that 36, whatever the huge bet for like, it's less than $1 a can.
I hate buying the fucking bottles because you have a night where you drink 10 of them. Next morning, you're taking out the trash and it's like, clink, 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 clink. Letting all the neighbors know that, yeah, I got a fucking problem. So I do the cans.
Mind your business.
Mm-hmm. Oh, I got a little bag of Flamin' Hot Cheetos up here. I don't know if you guys have checked out the new Cheetos hottest chip they've released in the United States. It's called the Pepper Puff. I'll put a picture on our Instagram up, and you guys can check it out if you haven't seen it. I bought some the other day for Zach. Zach, what'd you think about those?
They were really good, like really, really good.
They're
but
actually
when you keep eating it, like the heat kind of ramps up.
It's a slow build.
I don't think it's the hottest ever. I think the extreme ones, the black bag hot Cheetos, the regular hot Cheetos, those are way hotter than the puffs. So I don't know. I think maybe get by saying this is a pepper puff. So no one's ever made a pepper puff before. So it's the hottest ever. Yeah,
it's spicy. I ate the whole bag on my lunch break, the little small bag I bought, and I was sweating a little bit in my car. But I like it because it doesn't give me that hot Cheetos, which I love. The flavor's great. They burn the hell out of my tongue, man. There's some kind of citric.
Maybe because it's easier to eat because it's a puff, so you it just dissolves like in your mouth.
There's some chemical that doesn't agree with me. I don't know if it's an allergy. It's something acidic because it burns, man. And I can do hot stuff. I just can't do that specific one. But the Pepper Puffs don't have it, so I ate the whole bag and I really liked them. Pretty good. But we've definitely had hotter stuff than that.
Yeah,
so. Check them out. We'll put them up on the Instagram. Oh, this Modelo is good, man. It's really good. All right, let's hop into some news. We got a bunch of shit to talk about this week. Starting off with Zach's man crush growing up.
My boy, Reggie Bush, baby.
So Reggie Bush back in the day. What was the scandal? Like, what? Refresh us.
So this guy he was a stud. Like, I think he's like probably the best running back of all the college history.
Super fun to watch in college.
This guy could just. There's a one play. I think he was playing Utah State. He's running on the left side of the sideline. He like backpedals, puts the ball behind his back, and then takes off to the right side of the field.
Wow.
And so the whole scandal was he lost his Heisman. They lost the national championship. They got suspended for 2 years, I think, all because the school gave his parents $10,000 to furnish a house, and they gave him the house to live in San Diego.
Oh, okay.
So it's like they're just getting like illegal money.
Yeah, they kind of bribed him.
It's like how what Ohio State player was it? I forgot what his name was. Who got money from his uncle? You can't get money from your family.
Well, Chase Young, wasn't it?
Chase Young, yeah. Right.
That shit happens a lot, man. Especially in college, these kids, a lot of come from like rough backgrounds and stuff. You expect them to get to college, they're still not getting paid. So they're expected to act like these high-end athletes, like, hey, get your stuff together, but you're not going to get any money from this. The schools will take care of their tuition, their food, a lot of their like dorms and stuff like that. And a lot of them will get a little bit of spending money. It's usually to help with bills. But these guys are in tough times, like especially if you got family like Reggie Bush. I don't think they came from much. And if you want the family there,
or something,
and you got to get them set up to the point where you can even show up to campus. I get why they're doing this kind of stuff, but I just think the NCAA's got to kind of figure that out and get that sorted, because it's kind of setting it up like if you're not a white guy that's got it coming from a really strong family background that can just, do whatever needs to happen to get to that university, you're going to struggle. So
that's why they had his house in San Diego. He's from La Mesa, California, which is down near San Diego, I believe. Yeah. So he went to Helix High School. But
was it more like a bribe, or was it more like necessity type thing?
They needed it. Like they needed money for rent and stuff. They lived like a couple years free, and they got $10,000 to furnish a house. Well, I don't understand. If you're that good of a player, if kids get housing, can't you somehow get your immediate parents housing? I don't know if that would.
I think they should be able to set something up like that.
You could. Okay, so you could live near campus or on campus, like a house. They'll have like a campus house, and then your parents and the student live in the same house together, kind of thing.
I've never heard of that. I don't know.
It'd be kind of cool. I don't know if.
I think they should, though. I mean, why not? These kids are going to make millions of dollars for these universities. People like Reggie Bush put USC back on the map at that era.
Matt Liner.
Dude,
oh, man.
Huge.
Was Marquise Lee the same? Or a little after?
I think he was a little after. But, I mean, there's got to be something done to where they can funnel the money back to the players that, for the most part, are supporting these programs.
Well, I know Florida signed a bill that players will start getting paid, college athletes in Florida.
Good.
A bill passed.
I mean, I don't want it to turn into the NFL and the NCAA, but these guys need something for their money, their time.
Just like how like a part-time job, how much you make as a part-time job, just give you some, because these kids have no time to work outside of sports.
No, not with all the practices and stuff. And these athletic programs, dude, they are based on football. That's where they make their money. All right, let's see what happens here. So after 10 years, former USC running back Reggie Bush's disassociation from the university has come to an end. When I was hired to represent the Trojan family as the director of athletics, I committed to listening and learning before leading throughout this process. One of the consistent themes that emerged from the discussions was how much Reggie Bush means to our former players. USC alumni and fans everywhere. USC athletic director Mike Bohn said in a statement Wednesday. So apparently... So what does this entail? Like, so I know they kind of...
So he had a 10-year ban from NCAA, but I guess USC has to, like, make a decision because they could still keep him banned, or they could let him back in, like, be involved with the university.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm thinking you got to let him back in. He says further in the article, like, he knows what he did wrong. He has to deal with it every single day of his life.
Of course, yeah.
But he said he wants to be back because he's only been back once in the 10 years. It was for like a Rams game.
Oh, okay. So
he needed to get permission to go on it.
So it was very
in September, Bush was permitted to return to Los Angeles Coliseum for USC's game against Utah as a role as a broadcaster. So he had to get permission.
Wow. It's kind of fucked up. So they had to like straight up just banning from the university, the stadium,
the
grounds.
Anything involved with USC, he had to be.
So they had to come back and say, okay, are you guys going to formally allow him back into,
They got to do this.
Did he graduate?
I'm pretty sure he did.
Okay.
But they never said retire his number 5 jersey. Come on now. You have how he's like one of the most popular USC players of all time.
Oh, yeah, easily. So they have decided to bring him. Yeah, so they've decided to. Okay. Yeah. So they are ending it. So now they can kind of hang their hat on Reggie Bush and claim him again.
He could come back. He could possibly coach. He could speak. He could do all kinds of stuff with the university.
Dude, watching him.
Imagine him and Matt Liner come back to head coach with each other.
That'd be pretty cool.
Matt Liner and Reggie Bush are both like coaches.
That'd be crazy. That's cool to see, though. I know you're a huge Reggie Bush fan.
I had all his jerseys. I have his USC jersey. I have his Saints jersey. I have his Dolphins jersey, and I have his Lions jersey. I don't have the Niners or the Bills jersey.
How long did he play in the NFL? Yeah, a few seasons.
He played 4 years with the Saints, another 2 with the Dolphins, another 2.
Oh.
Maybe like 9 years.
I didn't think he was there that long. Holy
the
shit.
last 2 years with the Bills and the 49ers, he didn't do anything.
Yeah. All right, jumping forward to MLB news.
Oh, I don't think it's ever going to happen.
So we've got another kind of proposal. So the MLB PA proposed an 89-game season, expanded playoffs. So the Major League Baseball Players Association has made a proposal to the MLB for a season of 89 games with a full prorated share of salary and expanded playoffs. Sources familiar with the situation told ESPN on Tuesday it would bring the sides closer to a potential deal because it is 25 games fewer than the union's most recent proposal of 114. But an MLB source familiar with the negotiations told ESPN that the proposal is a non-starter. So what's the big concern here?
Well, I think this is a couple of days old. I think that got denied again.
Oh, you're
kidding. And then I think they proposed another one, and the MLB gave the Players Association until Sunday to accept it or deny it.
Oh, Jesus.
So I don't know.
So now they're looking at not 114. They're talking 89 games. So it was the new proposal 89 still.
I think it
they
was
just
70 something.
Oh my God.
But the problem is like these players want money, but like I understand that like 100% you guys deserve your money, but these teams don't have money from the TV sponsorships to give you money.
They're losing money by you guys dragging your feet.
Because 60% of each team is made off of like concessions and TV rights.
Yeah.
Like that's just ridiculous.
So the big thing is you're saying these big stars or the bigger players are dragging their feet because they're not going to get paid the full money?
Yeah.
What the fuck? Like I liked your guys' idea last week about basically writing them an IOU, taking a little bit of a cut for now, let us get the season going, get some earnings going on, and then next couple seasons we'll prorate it and put it back onto your salary. That way you'll get all your money in your contract.
Mm-hmm.
But like, damn, I'm not a huge baseball fan. I don't watch a ton of it. I do enjoy it, but from an outsider's point of view, it does not seem that the MLB is interested in saving their season. Like that's what I see. This is crazy.
Yeah, so it says the latest calls for a 72-game season. They would be guaranteed 70% of their prorated salaries for the regular season. That number would grow to 83% if the postseason is completed. So because postseason, you probably get more money back.
Yeah.
As many players have noted, basically the same proposal MLB has been offering for the last month, only with different words and slightly different math. Jeez.
Jesus. Is this going to happen, man? Like, where are you at now?
I think it's going to lock out.
You think so?
Yeah.
It doesn't look good.
I say if this keeps happening, it doesn't happen by the end of July, have a lockout, asterisk on the season, and next year just start up again.
I mean, we're halfway
through
June.
Next year, though, is that this doesn't count as a season, so would they, like...
Well, it has contracts.
So say like your year's up this year, but you didn't play, would your contract end next year because you didn't... I don't know how that works. It's like Mookie Betts signed with the Dodgers. He might get paid his $37 million this year, and he might not ever play in the Dodger uniform.
And then go somewhere else right
Go
after
back to the Red Sox, which is talks.
Fuck, man. That's so stupid.
Yeah. So I don't know.
That's crazy. So you got guys that are sitting on... I'm sure some guys are sitting in the end of the contract saying,
yep,
this is my last year.
I got to ball out to get paid.
I'm fine. Let me end it. Let me go. Let me go. That I don't know. There's a lot of questions this is bringing up on how they're gonna do this when they do start it up. It doesn't look good for the season, though. Not good, baseball fans. Not good at all. All right, let's jump to soccer, man. Got a few soccer notes in here. So the MLS is back. Tournament to kick off on July 8th in Orlando.
Oh, so the tournament, so they're starting back as like the playoffs almost, I'm guessing?
Something like that. So the MLS unveiled its plans for returning to play in the wake of the coronavirus pandemic, with the league set to resume on July 8th with what is calling the MLS is Back tournament. All 26 MLS teams will participate in the competition, which will be held at the ESPN Wild World of Sports Complex at the Walt Disney World Resort.
Which is where the NBA is going to have their stuff at. This place is huge, I guess.
Just outside of Orlando. They're pleased to team up with Disney to relaunch the 2020 MLS season, get back to playing soccer, Commissioner Don Garber said.
All 26 clubs will compete.
That's pretty cool. So basically just go straight into a big-ass tournament.
Yep.
That sounds awesome.
Well, it's gonna be like the Olympics. Like you have like 4 teams in each division. They have round robin, and then the top 2 make it, and then you have your playoffs. Like it's like almost
like FIFA.
Like FIFA, yeah.
Well,
so
the
you have
World Cup or whatever.
Yeah, World Cup. So you have like your.
That's sick, dude.
There'll be different, probably like 4 or 6 different groups, and then the top 2 make it advance. Yeah, so.
That's pretty cool, man. It sounds like they're gonna have a lot of like the social distancing stuff going on. I see the testing pictures and stuff they're doing right here, but I think if you're gonna. From an outsider's point, I don't watch the MLS that much, I'm familiar with it, but don't watch it a lot. You throw this thing on TV, a 2016 tournament, I'm in. I'll treat it like the World Cup.
Yeah, all people are gonna be Vegas. Everyone's gonna be betting on it. They'll probably have brackets and stuff.
Dude, when the World Cup rolls around, I get so fucking excited. I love it. I love watching it, and I can only imagine this is gonna be kick ass.
So Nashville for the remainder of the 20. Nashville will move to the Eastern Conference. The Eastern Conference will have 3 groups. Oh, so there's 3 groups in the West and 3 groups in the East. Each have 4 teams. So 4, 8, 12, 26. I wonder if there's a can you look up and see if there's a bracket?
Orlando, Top seed Group A.
Just put MLS on like in Google, type like MLS 2020 tournament bracket and see if there's like a. You know what? It's probably Galaxy, LAFC, San Jose, and Portland maybe in the division.
It says the tournament groups are locked in, but I don't know if that's actual brackets lock in. Oh, this is let you put your own bracket in, but where's the actual bracket
Yeah,
itself?
I want to see that. It says bracket challenge, so there has to be a bracket
I would
somewhere.
assume so.
Oh, there you go.
There we go.
Okay, so Group A. Why is there's 6 and then there's 4? It makes no sense.
Because there's 26 total teams. So if they did 4 in each group, you would only come out to 24.
Okay, so everyone has 4 except that. They could have made
Group
so,
A. Yeah.
So Group A, you have Orlando City, Inter Miami, New York City FC, Philadelphia Union, Chicago Fire, Nashville SC. Group B, you have Seattle Sounders, FC Dallas, Vancouver Whitecaps, San Jose Earthquakes. Group C, Toronto FC, New England Revolution, Montreal Impact, DC United. Group D, we have Real Salt Lake, Sporting KC, Colorado Rapids, Minnesota United. Group E, Atlanta United, FC Cincinnati, New York Red Bulls, Columbus Crew, and then Group F is LAFC, LA Galaxy, Houston Dynamo, and Portland Timbers. I was almost right in Group F. I thought San Jose would be in it instead of Houston, because.
Yeah. It would make more sense. Kind of
Yeah.
keep it a little bit more local.
But they're all in Orlando, so it doesn't matter what the groups are. You get me?
That's true. Yeah, there's none of that. It's going to be all played
And
out
then
there.
there's probably a whole bunch of training grounds, so they'll have a camera crew on each field. And
Man, that
no
sounds
fans.
badass. So this starts July 25th through the 28th. It's going to have, so a couple matchups each couple days. Oh, this is all 20.
8.
So those first 3 days, there's like 8 games.
So after you know that this is the round of 16. So you have your group, the top 2 from each group make it in, and then I think 1 through 12, you'll be seeded, I guess.
Oh, okay.
No, because like the World Cup, so the top 2 of each thing, I think they get
Like seeded?
reseeded, and I think it's by random. So you'll play against someone random. So
Oh, okay.
yeah.
Dude, I'd fucking watch this straight up.
Yep.
Like, I don't watch the MLS. I'll watch World Cup. About the only thing I really watch.
So I feel like this is the first sport that's taking like action into developing something, because NHL hasn't done nothing. NBA, they've
Talked about it, but we
Yeah.
haven't seen it. This is
Yeah.
actually happening. So
Yeah.
kudos MLS. That's badass. I'm excited for this. So the end of July.
Was it July 8th though? July 8th to 23rd, I think is going to be the group stages.
Okay.
Yeah, 2 top clubs from each group, and the best third place finishes event. Okay, so top 2, and then whoever's the best third place record.
Yep.
Because I think it goes wins, losses, and then it goes goals allowed or goals forced, goals against, and there's a tiebreaker. Then they'll have some crazy tiebreaker.
That sounds cool,
Yeah.
dude. Who's your team out of this? Is it the Galaxy?
Yeah, Galaxy.
I'd probably say I'd get behind the Galaxy as well.
Everyone loves LAFC because that's the new team, and they have that new stadium in something Bank Arena or Bank of America Arena, or
I'm not familiar with them. I know the Galaxy was around. So LAFC is new, right?
yeah, they're near the Coliseum in the same like parking lot.
Oh, the return, July 2020.
Yeah, but you got I think Chicharito is on there now, or Chicharito's back to Galaxy, and
check out their stadium.
I think Will Ferrell, Neymar Garcia Parra, Mia Hamm, they're all owners of.
Isn't this where the Chargers play?
No,
It's not?
this is their own stadium. Chargers play at Galaxy.
Oh, okay.
Well, it's StubHub now. It's
Yeah.
Humanity. I forgot the name of it. It's like a hospital name.
So
now.
they built a brand new
Yeah.
stadium for this?
Bank of something.
Bank of something? Oh, Bank
Bank
of
of California,
California.
Sick ass stadium.
Where's it at?
Right next to the Coliseum in LA.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've never heard much about
Oh,
this, Dan.
yeah.
All you see is Galaxy stuff out here. So I think I've seen the logo a couple times. So they're relatively new.
Yeah, like maybe the past like 4 years, 3 years.
Shit. Well, that's badass, man.
That's exciting though.
Fuck
step
yeah,
forward
I'm
with
looking forward to
sports.
that. Especially with the format they're doing. Let's check out our next little bit of soccer news. Did you hear about LA Galaxy? Let me read this, pull this up. LA Galaxy dumps soccer player after wife's racist and violent post about George Floyd protesters. So this seems to be a trend in our society right now. Is like
Everything's getting canceled. Like Paw
Everybody's-
Patrol is
yeah.
running.
fucking
Cops and Live PD's done.
Dude, look, I get it. I'm with this. I know, I understand the police and defund the police, and I'm on board with a lot of things. But like when we start attacking, like I'm a Live PD fan.
Who isn't?
I really love
now,
that show.
now, since they're canceling it, you'll no longer be able to watch it, huh?
No,
And
and
so you have to download it illegally.
I just
somewhere.
The old episodes,
Yeah, because I
Pretty
guess
much.
you gotta start watching reruns again.
which there's a ton of time I
Yeah.
didn't watch it. So, but I thought Live PD was a really good view of kind of what really happened, even the mundane, basic pullover, you know. So you got to see how they acted, and honestly, if you've never had interactions with the police, it gives you an opportunity to kind of see what to do and what not to do. So I liked it. I understand they're kind of, hey, let's stop glorifying, you know, a
Good
system.
cops, yeah.
The system that we think needs to be adjusted. So I understand it, but I really didn't think they'd cancel it, so it sucks. But everybody's fucking getting canceled, and like the little fucking dog from Paw Patrol. Was it Chase?
Yeah, Chase. Yep.
Fucking poor Chase. He's just a cop. He didn't do anything wrong.
It was the poor dog.
Unless the video comes out of him roughing up somebody when he pulled somebody over. Wouldn't that be fucking funny? Used aggressive tactics. But, okay, professional soccer player Alexander Katai was cut from the LA Galaxy Friday after his wife posted racist and violent commentary about protesters on social media. The Galaxy have mutually agreed to part ways with midfielder Alexander Katai, the team said in a statement Friday. Let's try to see. So here's his wife. Obviously, they're from overseas.
Anything from Serbia?
Serbia. In her alarming posts, T made clear she had a problem with protesters who took to the streets to voice frustration over the death of George Floyd and other unarmed black people at the hands of the police. She called the protesters disgusting cattle in one message written in Serbian and issued a profane call to kill them. Whoa.
Yep.
Oh, shit. LA Galaxy stands firmly against racism of any kind. Yeah. Shit, he tried to apologize for his wife's racist rant with his own post on Wednesday. The posts made by my wife on our social media platforms were unacceptable. These views are not the ones I share and not tolerated in my family. Racism, particularly towards the black community, is not prevalent in the United States and Europe. It's not only prevalent in the United States and Europe, but across the globe. I strongly condemn white supremacy, racism, and violence towards people of color. Black Lives Matter. And he had a little bit more to go on after that, but it looks like that wasn't enough. They had to part ways with him.
Oh, I'd be so like my wife got you fired. Like,
I'd be like, yeah, where do you work at? Because now you're supporting both of us. I'd be upset, man.
She probably lost her job too.
She probably doesn't work, honestly.
Yeah.
I mean, if they're making decent enough money. But I bet she's working now. I'd be pissed. I'd be like, really? You had nothing better to do?
They're saying most likely too, either like he was injured or maybe his contract is up next year, so there's no point in keeping him. Like, oh wait, let's just get rid of him now.
Oh, okay. Still, that's fucked up to say that.
Yeah.
Like I've seen some stuff from overseas, and it seems to be mostly positive, supportive. Like that's the first time I've really seen somebody from not in America come out and be like, take that side. That's strange.
Uh-huh.
Wasn't expecting to see that shit. All right. Well, kind of on the same lines. Did you hear about NASCAR this week?
Yes, I did.
This was pretty cool. I'm excited about this.
Yeah.
I did not expect this to happen. Most people didn't.
But I didn't realize how much people like the flag. Like,
Yes,
The
I knew.
comments, like,
Yeah, it's a big deal in NASCAR culture. So NASCAR took a stand this week, came out and said, the presence of the Confederate flag at NASCAR events runs contrary to our commitment to providing a welcoming and inclusive environment for all fans, our competitors, and our industry. Bringing people together around a love for racing and the community that it creates is what makes our fans and sports special. The display of the Confederate flag will be prohibited from all NASCAR events and properties. Bro, when I read that, I was like, oh shit, shots fired. I mean, from where I'm from, people are big NASCAR fans, and I don't want to say the NASCAR like stereotype is true, trailer trash, white guy.
uh-huh.
It's pretty close though. Yeah. So I knew this was not going to go over well. What kind of backlash are you hearing online?
No, I see like people like freaking out like, oh, it's our like our heritage or whatever you say, and then but I was laughing. Someone's like, let them keep their Confederate flag. You know who all the racist people are out in the stands.
It just points them out.
Uh-huh.
Like a lot of people have made a really big argument for it. Like, oh, it wasn't a part of the Confederacy. I know there's a lot of like, when you drill down, you could probably find a reason why, hey, this wasn't directly tied to it. But if you asked all of Americans, just straight up before any of this happened, hey, does the rebel flag, Confederate flag, have any association with slavery in that era and that kind of stuff? You're going to get 95% yes.
Uh-huh.
Everybody knows that. So now they're trying to teach us a history lesson and say, well, no, it's not this. Guys, get over it. Fucking get over it. They made some really grave mistakes in the past. And a lot of the people that are fighting for like, yeah, it's just a flag, it's just like, don't have any dogs in this fight. This isn't about NASCAR fans. This isn't about your flag. This is about the people that those ideals who carried those flags back in the day hurt. And frankly, we don't have a dog in the fight. I think it's great. It's very bold for NASCAR to do that because that's one of the organizations I would have expected to hear from last when it comes to this kind of stuff. So kudos for stepping up and saying, that's it. Not allowing it. So I love it. A lot of people's pissed off about it, including Mr. NASCAR driver. Let me see if I can find his name. Oh, where'd it go? Ray Ciccarelli.
Never heard of
50-year-old driver for NASCAR, Ray Ciccarelli, got really upset on Twitter and wrote, excuse me, if this is the direction NASCAR is headed, I wish I could do like a country accent right here. I can't really do one very well. If this is the direction NASCAR is headed, we will not participate after the 2020 season is over. I don't believe in kneeling during the anthem. Nor taking people right to fly, whatever flag they love. I am reading a quote. I could care less about the Confederate flag, which he capitalized, but he couldn't even spell out people. But there are PPL people that do, and it doesn't make them a racist. All you are doing is expletive one group to cater to another. He has since deleted the tweet. This fucking idiot. And it turns out Ray Ciccarelli hasn't even entered a race in 2020. Hasn't raced at all.
He's not even in the NASCAR. He's in like the lower division.
Yeah. So Ciccarelli has not started any truck series event this season after failing to qualify for the Next Era Energy 250 in Daytona, but he's still listed on NASCAR's entry list for this Saturday's race at Homestead Miami Speedway. 18 career starts dating back to 2017. Ciccarelli has one top 10 finish and a ninth one at Michigan last season. With an update, Ciccarelli told WJZ TV's Logan Regstad that he had planned to retire, but the NASCAR's decision to ban the Confederate flag solidified his decision. This guy's an idiot. Just straight up. You're so dumb. He's not relevant to NASCAR anyways, obviously. So for him to come out and try to take a stand, well, this is stupid. This guy. And he got roasted, man.
I bet.
He got fucking roasted. Look at this. George Diaz on Twitter. A moment of silence as NASCAR mourns the loss of racing redneck Ray Ciccarelli, who is going to take his Confederate flag, hurt feelings, and 0 wins and no poles and 18 races to go home to mama.
Damn.
Oh, man. This one, Eric E. writes, NASCAR truck driver owner Ray Ciccarelli says he won't continue in NASCAR after this year. I commend Ray for coming out as a blatant racist and removing himself from the sport. Guys like this are a part of the problem. Jesus, look at this. He's like, this is Ray Ciccarelli's Twitter. Well, it's been a fun ride and dream come true, but if this is the direction NASCAR said, we will not be participating. Blah, 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 blah. But look at the end. I'm trying to get through. This is horrible writing. It's all one sentence. I could care less about the Confederate flag, but there are people that do, and it doesn't make them a racist. All you are doing is fucking one group to cater to another, and I ain't spend the money we are to participate in any political BS. So everything is for sale.
It has
and then he tagged
name?
his wife. So this guy, I was going to pull up the Twitter because, dude, they fucking roasted this guy to oblivion on Twitter. If you guys got an hour.
Quitting with a career best 33rd place.
Is that one of them?
Quitting with a career best. Go up a little bit. Okay.
That one.
Quitting with a career best 33rd place finish in the third tier of racing at age 50.
To own the libs. It's official. He's insulted more races than he's won. Oh, that's good. Dude, go down the rabbit hole on this one. Check this out on Twitter. It's fucking brutal. They tear this fucking white guy apart, man. Like, he has some balls coming out and being like, yeah, I'm important enough to say, I'm not going to race for you guys anymore. Like, shut up, dude. That's funny. But kudos, NASCAR. Way to take a stand, especially to kind of erase that stigma they've got.
Bubba Wallace started it because Bubba Wallace took a stand. I think is he a black driver?
Bubba Wallace?
Yeah, and then he had his car all painted Black Lives Matter, which is super cool.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bubba Wallace, yeah.
Uh-huh.
Looks like is he African-American?
I think
black?
so.
Definitely not white.
That or mixed. Yeah, but he took a stand and
That's cool, because I saw his
and it's cool because all
car.
like, LeBron and everyone's coming out like, oh, that's super cool, like your car and.
Yeah, so the choice is clear, but Confederate flag bling. Yeah, that's cool. I want to see a picture of his car. Oh, there it is. Black Lives Matter.
There's a piece that's all. It looks super cool.
Dude, that looks sick too,
But it's
man.
matte. Or the one he had was matte.
This one, Black Lives Matter. It's got the peace symbol on the
It
back.
has a white hand and a black hand holding hands on the hood.
Oh, it does. I didn't even see that. Oh, that's cool. Yeah, that's pretty sick, man. That's good to see, man. Kind of a new era of that sport, because that's a very inclusive sport, if you know what I mean.
Uh-huh.
Like, it's kind of been stuck in its ways for a long time. So kudos to NASCAR for going on a limb, and I hope that works out well. Oh, what do you got, Slim Jim?
A Jimmy Jam.
Nice, man. I'm excited for our barbecue chips. I can smell them over here. All right, let's get into some football. So, I know we had Brendan from Low Key Sports on last week, who gave the number 2 overall running back in fantasy this season to Dalvin Cook. I'm sorry, Brendan. And I know he actually messaged me shortly after this came out and was
The
like,
price is wrong.
the price is wrong, bitch. Yeah, Dalvin is now saying, I will hold out without a reasonable extension, sources say. Minnesota Vikings Pro Bowl running back Dalvin Cook will no longer participate in any team-related activities until and unless he receives what he determines to be a reasonable deal, a source said Monday. He's out, a source told ESPN. Without reasonable extension, he will not be showing up for camp or beyond. We've been down this road before. We were down this
Multiple
road
times. Last
really
year?
recently with Melvin Gordon.
Uh-huh.
How do you see this playing out? Because the only thing different with this is Dalvin was more of an asset to the Vikings than Melvin was to the Chargers, I would say.
Uh-huh.
A little bit. Melvin had injury history, not as bad as Dalvin. Dalvin's got some injury history, which I think this is why this is coming about. He knows that, hey, I might take one shot and it could end my career. I got to make sure I'm going to be taken care of, which I understand. But there's got to be some different change with these contracts, man. Why do we sign contracts knowing that if I get really good, I'm just going to demand more? Like, this
Makes
is
no sense.
frustrating.
He still has 1 year left. Like, you can't be doing that. Like, you're gonna hold out, and then I'm not gonna pay you then because
Do you think they pay him?
I don't know. They have Madison.
Cousins is going to make $150 million over the next 4 seasons.
Cousin does not deserve that contract he has. You can't-
No, that dude got paid.
I don't know.
So
They'll
it
probably hold
says-
out just like because I don't think Vikings has enough money to pay him.
I don't know that they do after that contract. So the most rushing touchdowns in a single season. He finished last season with 13 rushing touchdowns, tied for the second most in the season in Vikings history. The guy was really good, and he is good. I think he deserves to be paid. I'm just concerned that this trend is really going to push, because Melvin Gordon's situation last year really showed us that they don't care about running backs, man. They straight up don't. They don't draft them in the top 10 anymore. You see these great... Dalvin Cook went, second round?
I think so, yeah.
2 years ago? These kind of people, they really have lessened their value as a running back, and each time a running back stands up and tries to get paid, Zeke is about the only one to get through, and I think that has to do with him being on the Cowboys and being with Jerry Jones.
Yeah.
Jerry just, he was willing to pay him. I don't know that it's going to happen a lot of other places, man. I hope it doesn't turn into a Melvin Gordon situation, because they do have Alexander Mattison behind him, who can very much carry the team. He's good. He's very good. I'm concerned Dalvin kind of puts his neck out there and says, I want more money. I want to be able to take care of this and, have a little bit of money to fall back on if something goes wrong. But if they don't budge, man, and he ends up going, who knows where he would end up at.
I understand it's your last year in your contract. Like, if you don't want to be there, then don't be there. Then just play your year out and then go somewhere else.
I think it's the injury. He knows he's the workhorse, gets 25 snaps a game, and he knows that his injury history is bad enough that one rough shot, this could be a career ender.
Uh-huh.
So I think he's just trying to make it worth his time there, which I understand. But at the same time, if it doesn't, you got to be prepared for it to not go your way. My concern is that he says, I'm not going to play at all. They don't play. They go with Madison. Madison has a good season. Okay, well, we don't need you anymore. Your contract's up. There you go. Or they just trade him.
Uh-huh.
because who wouldn't want to? You could go after somebody like Fournette and say, "Hey, we'll give you Dalvin Cook for Leonard Fournette and a first-round pick. First-round pick out of it. You get Leonard Fournette, who is a bruiser, good running back, injury similar to Dalvin Cook, and then you don't lose out anything. Mm-hmm. Jaguars get the chance to go after a top, pay an actual running back. It's just, I don't see it going well, to be honest.
Because didn't Le'Veon, he started all this, right?
It's been going on for longer than that, man. It's kind of snowballed over the years, like a lot of things. Like somebody started doing it back. I think Emmitt Smith did it even. It's been
really?
a while. Yeah,
oh, okay.
It's happened before. But the running backs, it seems like the more they stand up and say, no, I want my money, the more the NFL just says, sit down. Because you watch the wide receivers get paid. You watch the quarterbacks get paid. You watch these superstar D-ends get paid. D-linemen, cornerbacks. These guys get paid. Running backs, they treat them like they're fucking dime a dozen.
I think because they're expendable, they could find another one.
They really could. But like these really talented dudes like Dalvin Cook, man, you can't. But they're willing to risk it and do without one, then pay him.
Risk it for the biscuit?
Dude, it happens a lot. And he's not the only guy that's setting out. So I got an article pulled up here. The NFL's 7 most likely holdout candidates entering the next season. Obviously, the
Dak,
number one, Dak is still on top because we're just sitting here waiting.
He hasn't signed yet, has he?
No. Last I've heard it, we're still just waiting on a contract. And
We have Andy Dalton, I guess, as backup.
I mean, I think they could do okay with Andy. Andy's not a bad quarterback by any means. I think especially with a new system and a better offensive coordinator, I think he'd do really well with the Cowboys. But you want Dak. Dak's, he's already in the system. The Cowboys have added so much to their roster with the draft, getting CeeDee Lamb, all this kind of stuff like that. That's where CeeDee Lamb went, right?
Yeah. And you have Amari Cooper there still.
Yeah, I mean, they've got it.
Randall Cobb.
And maybe that's why Dak's doing that. He said he's noticed that they're putting the pieces around him. They want to get paid, which I understand. But I tell you right now, with what Dak was expecting to get, he's not worth that.
No.
Hell no. Another one could be Joe Mixon.
Oof.
He's coming up on a contract. He just had number 1 quarterback drafted with Joe Burrow. I think they're going to be a little bit better. So he might actually have the opportunity to sit out and
because
ask for more money too.
AJ Green's still staying there.
Yeah,
they drafted a good wide receiver too.
They did. We just don't know AJ Green's health right now. Yeah. Like that last year, man, I've never seen something like that where somebody had been out that long and there was no news. There was no things are looking up. Even when you talk to AJ, he was just saying, I'll be back when I'm ready. Like, that is not good. That is not a good thing. I wouldn't be shocked at all if he retired before the start of the season. If we just didn't know what was going on. That's the kind of stuff you see when that happens. Dalvin Cook's and Nelson, one we just went over, obviously. That's going to be a big hit to Minnesota. But I think Madison can continue to kind of fill that hole without them really losing too much steam. I just don't know that.
I thought Eckler did it for Melvin Gordon. Eckler did just fine when Melvin Gordon was gone.
He's not a great runner, but he still operated the offense with Phil. The problem there is we don't know if Tyrod's going to throw to him the same way. He doesn't really dump off passes like Phil did. But Dalvin Cook created a lot of plays, had a little bit of health concerns, but the problem is Madison did too. Madison was hurt and was out a few weeks last season, just after playing like 1 or 2 games. So the problem would be is if they really lost Madison and then Dalvin Cook setting out, who's up next? Because after that, it's getting a little sketch. We got some defensive ends and stuff. Joey Bosa's on this list.
Well, he wants to play with his brother.
Yeah, and then Jalen Ramsey, obviously.
Jamal Adams,
Jamal is a guy that's...
I know the Cowboys are trying to get him in a trade, I think.
Bro, Jamal is a talent like unreal.
He's good in fantasy.
So good. He's a guy that's always played for whatever team's there. He's not going to go, I want to go to the winning team. He deserves a ring. One of those guys that I look at and I'm like, he's just so good and he's willing to play wherever. He's a stud, man. I would love to watch that guy get on a Super Bowl winning team. But on to my favorite article of today. Zach sent this to me this morning, and I've been itching to look at it. So what was it, about 5 episodes ago, we did NBA redesigned jerseys. And there was an artist online that went with concepts and basically recreated all the NBA jerseys himself to what he thought would look better. And he has been working on an NFL version, and it just came out. Is it today?
I think
yesterday at noon. So I'm excited. So we're going to go over. This is faketeams.com. Again, check them out. There's some really good stuff on there. They're designed everyone. We're going to go through and pick out our top 3.
And the worst 3.
And the worst 3. So, or we could rate them. You want to do that? Give them like an A, B, C, D, F?
What's your top 3 and low
Top 3? Cardinals. So most of these are just front facing, so you don't see the helmet. You know, you don't even see the logo. So the Cardinals is pretty basic, red, but it's got the cool gradient, the real thick pixelated
The
gradient.
ombre.
Yeah, and it looks cool. I love that style, and that would kind of really beef up their.
It's like almost like a what do you call it? Like the Sun Devils logo, like the Sun Devils
yeah,
that color.
that's what I'm saying. I bet it's their state flag or something too, because that's.
Yeah, I think that's how it is. The sun.
Yeah, Falcons up next, all black, a little bit of red gradient going up into black on underneath the arm. Cool, cooler than their new jerseys they fucking put out. I didn't like those at all, man.
It's like a softball jersey.
Yeah, so ATL, not bad. Ravens
Has a Maryland flag in the sleeves.
It's got the Maryland. I don't know. I'm sure there's a name for that logo, Maryland on the Maryland flag. It's on the arm, and it's kind of in between purple and black. It's cool. Cool. Nothing like super new. I like this. It's different. This is the Buffalo Bills. It's all blue on the front, but on the top of the shoulder, it goes red from the neckline all the way to about the bicep, a little bit above the bicep. And it's got the Bills logo. That's neat. It's almost like a soccer jersey or something.
Yeah.
I think it's kind of cool. Panthers, pretty basic. It's got on the arms, it's got like what would you say, the claw marks. Yeah, not my favorite. What do you think? Yeah. The Chicago Bears, similar to what they got now, kind of a 3 stripes on the arm, nothing, and a couple stars. I like the font of the number better than what they currently got, but nothing to write home about. This is pretty cool. Cincinnati Bengals. It's got the Bengal stripes going over the shoulder. The rest of the whole thing's orange. It's got black rimmed around the arms. I think that's pretty cool. Browns, almost exactly what they wear now. The stripes on the arm are a little bit different, and they've got the little, I don't know what logo is. It's the brown. It's not the dog. It's the little guy.
Elf guy.
He looks like an elf. What the fuck is that, man? What the fuck do elves have to do with Cleveland?
That one is pretty clean.
This one is pretty clean. This is the Cowboys, which I hate. If you didn't know that, I do hate the Cowboys, but this is pretty tight. The numbers got the old kind of cowboy writing. It's got some real faint stars.
It has 2 stars on the bottom of the
and then stripes on the thing. It almost looks similar to the Lions kind of jersey, but when it's this is cool. I like that. Very subtle touches.
That's cool. Rocky the Mountains.
This one's badass. So far, this is probably my favorite. This is the Broncos. It's got the Rocky Mountains coming up from the sleeve, very tip of the sleeve in purple, all the way to the top. Orange logo, and the old school Denver logo with the horse on it, blowing or whatever steam. Lions, that's pretty cool too.
Yeah,
these are like very simplistic, minimalistic jerseys. I like it. So there's just stripes up the top, gray, white. I like that a lot. I think I might like this better than Dallas. The pack, I hate that logo, man.
Yeah, it's like a.
He redid the logo and showed. Was it the same website we did the logos on?
I think he did helmets, right?
That's what it was. Yeah, I don't like that at all. It's very similar to what you already seen. I don't like this one. Houston Texans. It's got like, what is that, HT on the sides?
Yeah,
it's like wannabe Astros or something.
That or like a horse, like a cow brand when you brand something like that.
Oh, I guess. Yeah, it's dumb. The Colts. I mean, shit. It's better than that one logo they fucking came out with the
C with the Indiana
shape. It's pretty plain though. Jaguars. Whoa. That
reminds me of some. It's cool. It reminds me of like Flintstones.
It is very loud. It is the bright blue that I do like. But on the arms, it's got leopard print for about like 2 inches and then a thick print, black. Or Jaguar, yeah. I can't tell if I like it or I hate it.
Maybe it's on a different background. If it's like a black background, maybe.
Maybe. Or like if I saw pants with it, like black pants, that look pretty tight.
How about Jaguar pants? Like,
but I fucking see just Jaguar print. I think of like a old cougar walking around, in Florida. Like that's what she's wearing.
That one's
Chiefs. Cool. Okay, yeah, I like it.
I like the.
They play the Native American diamond accent with the red and white and the yellow on the sleeves and the neckline. Pretty cool.
I would maybe not have it on the neckline.
Yeah, I like the arms better. I think the neckline. I'd rather just be it solid right there. Chargers. The new Charger jerseys are sick. These are pretty cool. Not revolutionary, nothing like that. They just got a bolt coming over the side. Definitely a different kind of bolt too. I like the font. more than anything on this. Rams. I like this a hell of a lot better than their new fucking jerseys.
Yeah.
First off, this is all yellow. The yellow and blue look so much better on this, and the numbers look way better. Am I missing
Because
out?
the blue's different on their.
Did he do the logo too on all these? Oh no, just that one. He's showing what his logo would have been. So, and then yeah, real simple. But this looks sick. This looks nice. I like that a lot. The Dolphins looks
It's classic.
like what fucking Dan Marino wore.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, that doesn't look any different. The Vikings, this looks pretty cool. This is simple. Gradient got the colors, yellow
No,
to
I
white.
like the gradient because that reminds me of the Rams. The Rams uniforms have their gradient and their numbers. Same
It does
thing.
a little. This looks way better though. Like this one at least looks cool. Like the font of it, and it's got that like braid right there. That's kind of cool. New England Patriots, real classic. Got the italic Patriots logo, old school, good number, red, white, and blue above. Just a red jersey. Not bad.
Cool.
New Orleans Saints.
Has that mark?
This is pretty cool right here. So it's all white, black neckline. The number of the font is totally unique. I've never seen that. And then right above the sleeve, you've got the Mardi Gras, the purple, green, and gold. It's a little inlay around the arm. That's pretty cool. I like how they do that. Giants, it is as fucking boring as Daniel Jones' Friday Nights. The Jets. I don't know how you think about that.
A lot of these jerseys. They're all simple. They're not too much. They're not like.
Yeah, I was
Like,
expecting.
I think the basketball jerseys are way better than
They
what,
were,
Yeah.
they were, first off. These are very simple changes or simplistic, minimalistic ones. I don't know. Not crazy about that one. Oakland Raiders. I like that.
Oh, because of
That's
Vegas gold, like the Golden Knights.
Dude, that looks like a fucking soccer jersey, straight up.
I just feel like the numbers are too big.
They are. They are way big, but I like this one a lot. This is probably one of my favorites. Oakland Raiders.
Oh, it's Las Vegas Raiders.
Oh, God, I keep saying, yeah. Oh, he enlisted as Oakland Raiders.
I think it's Las Vegas on the jersey, right?
Yeah, it says Vegas right there.
Yeah.
It looks tight. I like that a lot.
Because they wanted to copy the
Golden Knights.
Yep.
That's what it looks like. Philadelphia Eagles.
old school green, I guess.
Yeah.
And the wings on the. It reminds me like the Ducks, the Oregon Ducks.
That's what it looks like more so than because it comes off the neck.
All they need is yellow around the number, and then that's
You
your
could
Oregon.
literally put an O right there where the Eagles are,
Uh-huh.
and you'd think it was Oregon's jersey. Steelers.
That's pretty nice.
It's cool. It's bright yellow, kind of cuffs around the sleeves, new font, big Steelers logo by the heart. I like it. 49ers, pretty plain. There's really nothing. It's just red with gold cufflinks or around the sleeves. Seahawks. I expected him to do something
the old
more
school,
than this.
yeah.
Yeah, it's just the old school looking Seahawks logo on the arm and nothing special. Oh, shit. This might be my favorite.
So the old Bucks colors with the new logo.
Yeah, this is the Bucks. It's that orange, and it's got a white number with red outline, and on the sleeve you got the new Bucks logo with some red stripes. I like this one. This is probably one of my favorites. Titans? Okay.
Not enough white.
Yeah, it's too dark in the middle. I think the number would be in white where I would have jumped out a little bit better. It just looks kind of jumbled. Redskins.
Is that the logo?
Yeah, that's different, man. You notice how he didn't even put the Redskins name. He just put Washington. He wouldn't even put
Red Tail?
Oh, he renamed him. A lot of people were saying that. Just change your fucking name to Red Tails and just go with it. He said you don't have to change anything. So he went after the Red Tails. I was going to say there's nothing, no. And off topic, going on to that, like, I don't know why they haven't done that yet.
Yeah.
Redskin is a fucking derogatory term against Native Americans, man. Like, we grew up in Oklahoma, a lot of Native Americans, a lot of culture going on. You wouldn't dare say that to somebody's face.
Yeah.
So why the fuck would we allow an NFL team to do this? It's crazy. Okay, that's it. Well, I mean, what was your top three?
Okay, so
I got my top two. I need to find one. What was the other one? Probably towards the beginning.
I have my top three.
What's your top three?
So number 1, I got the Saints.
Okay.
Number 2, I got the Buccaneers. And then 3, I have the Steelers.
Steelers?
Yeah.
I'm going to go, I love this. I'm going to go Las Vegas Raiders number 1.
Really?
Bucks number 2. And I might even go Arizona number 3. I really like the way that gradient looked on the front. I think I will. Yeah.
Damn.
I like it. It's pretty tight. Not as cool as we hoped, but still check it out. FakeTeams.com.
I like the NBA ones a lot better than.
Yeah, they were much more elaborate. I still look at that Utah Jazz jersey he did. Bro, that was so fucking sick. Loved it. All right, what do we got up next? Oh, so some more NBA news. So NBA return is in doubt, some people are saying. So former baller Matt Barnes spoke out about the proposed abbreviated NBA season. George Floyd's death at the hands of Minneapolis police has sparked nationwide protests. NBA players have been vocal about police brutality, and now the NBA season may not continue in honor of Floyd. According to former NBA champion Matt Barnes, some of the game's biggest stars are considering setting out the rest of the season in honor of George Floyd and others who have died at the hands of the police. We were talking about this a little bit, and we've got a really good quote from Austin Rivers, who put in his 2 cents. What do you think about this?
It's like, yeah, I understand both sides of the story, but like, if you want to help make more change in society, you need to play, you need to raise money and awareness and use your platform to let the people know, like, what's going on. Because a majority of NBA is African American.
Yeah.
So you need to use your platform to get people to back up the Black Lives Matter movement.
So I'm kind of on board with that. I mean, whatever they want to do is the right thing. Like I said, this is something that affects them more so than me. I'm obviously for the change, whatever they decide. I think I'll be behind because, like I said, that's the kind of thing I didn't grow up with. You know, I grew up in Middle America. I had a lot of privileges, I guess you could say, compared to what the black community has had. So I'm not going to jump out there and take a huge stance on this, but Austin Rivers made a very good point. I'm not going to read the entire things, but basically he came out and said, "Look, I understand, putting the respect and setting out for George Floyd and for the Black Lives Matter movement. But what he's saying is there are plenty of NBA players that need this money that don't make big time money like Kyrie Irving or these big guys that are, pushing for it. And that he's saying that these kids, if you're not on TV using your platform, like you said, could fall on deaf ears. He said, these are what people expect to see from you. They expect to see you on the court. They expect to, turn on the TV and watch your basketball. So he's saying basketball is not a cure, or it's not basketball is a cure for, but the basketball can maybe provide a distraction for what's going on. So use that platform, play the game, keep bringing in that money for the NBA so the next season can happen, and just kind of keep pushing that passion out there. He's worried that they'll even cancel the season next year if they don't play this year.
You won't have enough money.
I mean, I don't know where they're at financially. Silver's not really commented on anything like that to my knowledge. But this is, I like his point. I just, like I said, I don't know. I could see it going either way, kind of setting out in honor of him. I would think I would probably lean more towards playing just because, like, you're using your platform. It's a huge platform to be able to go out there and play, be able to talk about it in the interviews, to show that, hey, we're still going to do this and we're going to put money into the sport and we're going to keep this thing going. But, it could go really any direction right now, so hopefully that's not going to be an issue. Something, or off a little topic a little bit. We're going to talk about the next article, which is Russell Westbrook doing a documentary series on the Tulsa race riots. Are you familiar with those at all?
Not at all.
Not at all? Like you haven't heard about them at all?
No.
Oh, dude. So, let me just pull it up. What's really sad is I had a friend on Facebook post yesterday, I think it was. He said, I want everybody, because we're all from Oklahoma, and he was from Oklahoma too. He said, I want everybody to tell me what grade you learned about the Tulsa race riots in. Everybody that's from Oklahoma.
Oh, is that the first bombing in, like, the United States? Like, they bombed, like...
No. So, and I posted on mine, I said, I grew up in Oklahoma. I went to school in Oklahoma, graduated all, K through 12. And I learned about the Tulsa race riots in about 6 years ago on the internet.
Outside of school.
Never heard about it. And I went to school 45 minutes from Tulsa, where this happened in 1921. Put that into perspective, right? So, let me see if I can get a breakdown. So, it all started on the morning of May 30th, 1921. Young black man named Dick Rowland riding in an elevator with a woman named Sarah Page. I'm sure he's black. She's white. Details kind of vary from person to person, but accounts of the incident say that... basically, I think he maybe, told her she was pretty or tried to make an advance at her or something. Tulsa ended up arresting him the following day, but it began an investigation. An inflammatory report on the May 31st edition of the Tulsa Tribune spurred a confrontation between black and white armed mobs around the courthouse, where they were barricaded inside. Shots were fired, and the outnumbered African Americans began retreating to the Greenwood district. So in Tulsa, there was a district called Greenwood, and it was an African American, basically, community. They called it the African American stock or Wall Street, I think it was. Very, very prevalent. Had a lot of money. It was very well off. One of the most affluent neighborhoods for African Americans at the time in the 20s in the United States. In the early morning hours of June 1st, Greenwood was looted and burned by white rioters. They went into their neighborhood, burned it down, and looted it. Governor declared martial law. National Guard troops came into Tulsa. Guardsmen assisted firemen in putting out fires, took African Americans out of the hands of vigilantes, and imprisoned all black Tulsans not already interned. Over 6,000 people were held at the Convention Hall Fairgrounds, some for as long as 8 days. 24 hours after the violence erupted, it ceased. In the wake of the violence, 35 city blocks laid in charred ruins. I'm talking burned to the ground. 800 people were treated for injuries, and the death count began at 36, but the historians now believe as many as 300 people were killed.
Jeez.
This was in broad daylight. They went and burned down buildings, killed people that were black. All over. It was very similar to how, like, the Emmett Till story that was hung and killed. But how do you not hear about this? I don't understand this. Like, I lived in Tulsa before we moved here to California. That was where I lived. And you're telling me there's no historical society, there's no part of town that says, hey, did you know this happened? I couldn't even tell you where Greenwood, where it happened was at. And Tulsa is not that big. We were all over that place. We knew Tulsa. We loved it. It's crazy to think a kid from Oklahoma that had this happen. 300 people were killed? Jesus.
That's crazy.
I mean, how many people died in the Oklahoma City bombing?
A handful, right?
I mean, I don't think it was 300.
No.
Let's try this. 168.
So twice as many died in the
Twice as many people died of one race, and I, as a kid who grew up and went to school in Oklahoma, never heard about it. And I live 45 minutes away from where it happened. I thought it was a joke when I first read about it. I was like, it's got to be.
Makes no sense. I never heard of it.
I said, I've never even heard of this. How is this possible? It's sickening and sad, and it explains why we're kind of where we're at right now. Like, we can't even look at this and say, hey, we fucked this up. Let's make sure we teach these kids this happened so this doesn't happen again. It's the whole purpose of this shit.
History, they try to hide stuff.
No, it's dumb. And now Russell Westbrook is going to produce a docuseries on it. So according to Variety, Westbrook is teaming up with documentary filmmaker Stanley Nelson, producer of Blackfin, to produce titled Terror in Tulsa, The Rise and Fall of Black Wall Street. Black Wall Street is what they call it.
Was Blackfin, was that the SeaWorld one or no?
I think so. Yeah, it was a big one. So Westbrook spent the first 11 years of his career in Oklahoma City, approximately 100 miles from where one of the greatest tragedies in U.S. history took place. Greatest tragedies, and they don't fucking teach it in school. That's pathetic.
100-year anniversary.
It's stupid. That is so stupid. And did you know who had his first rally? Mr. Donald Trump set it up for the 100-year anniversary to the day of this and was going to Tulsa. He just canceled it yesterday.
What an asshole. He
set it up, and they're like, "Wow, how convenient! You're coming here." So, I think word spread out, and he canceled it. So, but I actually saw Westbrook play one time in my life, and it was in Tulsa. They do when we lived there. Before their season starts in Oklahoma City, they do a game
like
in
a
Tulsa.
Series.
Yeah, they have like one game at the BOK Center in downtown Tulsa, and I was able to watch a preseason game there. And watched Westbrook.
Was Durant and Harden on the team?
They were there at the time. I think both of them didn't play though. Oh. I think Kevin was hurt and Harden was out of town or something. But it was just Westbrook. But it was at the time when they were both on the team.
It's just sickening, like with society. Like, why do you have to hide stuff like that? People need to know what happened.
And that's what I want to know more than anything.
Like, say if it's like we're white, it makes like white people look worse. Like, why are you trying to hide this stuff? Like,
exactly.
People need to know. Like,
if I were to go to my high school and like I said, where do you get the books? And and then we went to the person who made the books. Why would you not include this? Like, what fucking reason would there be? What good reason would there be to not talk about one of the greatest tragedies in our nation's history, not to mention it happened fucking up the road. 300 people died. Everybody knows about the Oklahoma City bombing. There's a huge memorial built in Oklahoma City, and half the people died there.
Yeah.
So this is going to change Tulsa for a long time. First off, they're going to probably build memorials. There's going to be a lot of acknowledgement come out of this, which is good because we need to know about it so that we know we can only improve on ourselves when we know what happened in history, you know? So hopefully Russell Westbrook puts out a badass documentary. I'm sure with it being the guy from Blackfin, because that
plus he's close to Oklahoma City. He's close to hits home.
Yeah, he spent 11 years in Oklahoma City.
He's been playing for 11 years already. Jeez.
Spent the first 11 years. He's on year 12 now.
Jeez.
I didn't realize it had been that long either. But yeah, it was sad. It's sad that a city that I love as much as Tulsa. It just covers it up. It just seems like we're just covering it up. Well, we don't talk about it, so it didn't happen.
Yeah, the coping goes away, but the stuff never goes away. Like someone's gonna find something. Like it's gonna pop up.
Yeah, it's crazy, man. This kind of shit's got to stop. Like, it's not like you said. I don't even know what to say. All right, let's jump to the next thing, man. Let me pull up. So, we're gonna start doing a little series where we make the best player we can possibly put together using a few categories. We'll pick players that are good at those categories, and we'll create one super player. We didn't really come up with the name of it, though. Building the perfect NBA player is what I put. So we're going to go 5 categories: shooting, dribbling, defending, passing, and rebounding. We are only using current NBA players.
You don't have speed on there? That's what I put on mine.
Oh, no. I thought it was just those 5 you put.
Speed, dribbling, passing, shooting, and rebounding. So what do we have different?
Speed, dribbling.
You have shooting.
I have shooting, dribbling. You have passing.
Shooting, dribbling, passing.
Rebounding?
I have rebounding.
So I have defending.
I don't have defending. I just have speed.
Okay.
I have a defender though in my head. So
okay, cool. That'll work. Let me pull mine up. All right. We'll go off you want to go off your list, and I'll just say who mine is?
We don't want to start with what? I have speed. You don't have speed though, huh?
No.
Okay.
So who'd you put?
So for speed, okay, so I was gonna pick John Wall.
Okay.
But John Wall is injured.
Yeah.
Injury. So I have De'Aaron Fox as my speedster.
If I had to pick a speedster,
I watch his highlights and like it's crazy. Like he casually is bouncing the ball down the court and then takes off. It's hard for speed though, because like a lot of tall guys are like you think LeBron James is fast, but since they're so tall, they just a couple steps and you're already down the court.
There's going to be a lot more faster guys than who I'm going to pick, but I'm trying to think off the top of my head. I mean, I'm sure he's not the fastest guy, but Dennis Schroeder.
Yeah, I think he's up there.
I think he's super quick. When I watch him, he'll just be dribbling and boom. Westbrook is probably up there for me.
Yeah. So LeBron is, but it's all, Giannis is up there, but they're just so tall.
Yeah, true.
He's get on the court super quick.
Little guys like Steph Curry, you'd think would just have explosive speed, which he's quick. Don't get me wrong, but like they're not like explosive like these kind of players we're mentioning. Like if you made LeBron 6'1", like he would be so fucking fast. It'd be crazy. All right, what's your next one?
Dribbling.
Hang on, let me pull mine up. Who's yours? Mine is, and this is a little bit of a homer because I had a few guys on the fence. Chris Paul.
Chris Paul's probably yours. Right? No, it's not mine. No.
Chris Paul is mine. I think he is one of the best ball handlers in the league currently. Who's yours?
Kyrie Irving.
And he was on my top 3. Yeah. It was between him.
You might not make a whole full Oklahoma City Thunder
No, that's
team.
That's it. Yeah, that's all Oklahoma City. No, I'm not going to be too much of a homer. But I think Chris Paul legit is good.
Yeah, he's up there, yeah.
I would have put him on there if he was still in the Rockets or wherever he was last Clippers. All right, who you got next?
Passing.
So I was kind of stuck on this one. I almost went with an older player, but it's a younger player, and I've got to give it to Ben Simmons.
I haven't really watched Ben Simmons. I don't know.
Ben Simmons.
I know he can't shoot a 3 to save his life. But
he is a dude. He sees the court so fucking well. He can be not even look. He's like the Patrick Mahomes. Like he's looking at you, and he already knows that this guy's wide open in 2 seconds. Boom, and just I love watching him play. Great passer. Who you got?
Russell Westbrook.
Okay.
I'm going to throw you some stats right now.
Okay, throw some stats.
Led us league in assists the last 2 of 3 years. 2017 first, 2018 first, but 2019 he had 17th. So I don't know, is that because Chris Paul came into the picture and...
Well, they never played together. Him and Chris Paul didn't play together.
Yeah, this 2019, last year. Didn't they? Or is this Chris Paul's first year?
Yeah, this is Chris Paul's first year, and he was already in Houston.
And he had the same average assists per game. So he was first and second.
He was, man. He was really good at giving the ball off. I don't know. I'm kind of torn when it comes to Russ.
Now, what's I noticed on the stats is whoever has the most assists, they have the most turnovers.
Yes, you noticed that?
It's crazy.
And that rings true with him because he's not a ball hog. I want to say it that way, but bro, he liked having the ball in his hands, and he did well with it for the most part.
I was picking LeBron too, but LeBron.
You could honestly.
I just don't know the drop off. How do you go first, and then go to 17th? How is that such a big drop off? Think he gets to score more because no one's there?
You tell him the most recent season was the 17th,
Yes.
right? You know why?
Why?
James Harden. James Harden's a fucking ball hog.
No, but Russell Westbrook, they're on the same team.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, you're right.
Russ didn't have the ball to make an assist
Uh-huh.
because Harden already had
Yeah,
it.
you're right. That makes sense. Then. That was a drop off. I think he was. So if he was on the Thunder last year, he might have been.
He'd have been first or
Yeah.
second again. Yeah.
Makes sense. But I was gonna pick Ricky Rubio. He's kind of like
He's good.
He passes good, but
He is really good.
Yeah.
And I could make an argument for every one of these categories that LeBron is the best in
Yeah.
almost everyone. That's what's crazy. All right, next one.
shooting.
Shooting.
Easy to me.
This one's easy, and we'll probably have the same one because I tried to go like, let me pick somebody that's not what you would typically think, but I came right back to it, and I was like Steph Curry.
Yep, same.
Yeah, you can't deny
Wide open. He just
even the stats you pull him up, it's unreal.
Yeah.
He just fucking blankets it, man. Steph Curry is one of the best shooters in the game of all time.
now. This is off topic. Just the overall scorer. Who do you think?
Oh,
That was easy for me.
overall
This
scorer.
is a scorer.
You can say Giannis,
No,
LeBron.
no.
It's so tough because I'm trying to remember.
He led the league the last 3 years in points per game.
Who is it?
James Harden.
Harden.
Yeah.
But he's a ball hog.
I think it's just crazy how like he was a nobody on the Thunder, and then how do you just blow up?
Go from a
like the
6
Thunder
man.
had 3 like
I know,
MVP. Like
I know. Let's relive it.
it's crazy.
Bro, we had like almost an all-star team, like
Imagine
a Western
if,
all-star
imagine if they
team.
knew that then. Like they probably all still be together on the Thunder. I don't know if you could afford it, but they would
Probably
have
not.
multiple championships. I think.
Yeah. More frustrating than like I remember those. Like it hurts, man. It hurts to talk about. We had it all. We just couldn't do it.
What's yours defending?
Oh yeah, the defending. Who'd you bet? Anybody
I was
off
thinking
top of your head?
Patrick Beverly.
He's good. He's good.
That's off the top of my head, but
I went with stats. Kawhi Leonard, man. I didn't write any stats
Yeah,
down, but Kawhi is one
yeah.
of the best defenders in the league as far as just shutting fucking people down. He's good. He's fun to watch too. He's so quiet.
yeah.
I think that would be a pretty good.
We have rebounding. The last one.
Oh, we do have one more. Oh yeah, okay. This one's purely stats I went off of.
Do you same one as me? Drummond.
Yeah, Andre
Yep.
Drummond.
This
I
guy's
think
a-
that's he's
Dude, I saw.
he's won the title 4 times and he's 26 years old.
Yeah,
he's
crazy.
going to be one of the best rebounders in the league. Like
He got he
history.
lost by like 4 or 5 rebounds to was it Hassan Whiteside?
Yeah,
last year.
Whiteside's
but-
right behind him. He's pretty good.
Yeah.
That's why I always pick him up on our fantasy basketball. I've had him the last 2 years. But that would make a badass.
Yeah, so Drummond last 2 or 3 years led the league in rebounds. Averages the highest rebounds per game and rebounds per 48 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Led offensive rebounds the last 3 years. Led defensive rebounds the last 2 of 3 years.
Damn. And he's not old. He's 26, 27.
Yeah.
He's going to be fucking. He's going to
It's
go
like
down.
Cavs. I don't know how that's going to. He went to the Cavs, but they have more offensive rebounds because they can't shoot.
Maybe, who knows, man.
That's our team.
That's our sports news
That's
too,
kinda
man.
fun.
No, yeah, we got to do one next week. We'll find out some ways to do it. I would like to be able to do the graphic too, because I know they make the graphic and they
yeah,
say,
like the arm and like
Yeah.
the legs. Yeah, you're looking at Photoshop for that.
all right, so that's our perfect NBA player. Let's jump into some. This one's not quite sporting news, but it's still good. So if you guys have been watching the Michael Jordan documentary, have you watched any of that? By the way,
No,
yet?
I've saw some interviews though.
You
It's
got to
pretty-
watch it,
yeah.
man. I think I'm on episode 3, but it's,
I was watching when I was at the out with my wife at Chili's. I was watching the one where he was sick in was it the finals? He was sick.
Yeah, I don't think I've got there yet. But I heard a lot about it on the news. Michael Jordan catches, and this is the headline on TMZ. Michael Jordan catches big ass blue marlin in $3 million
$3 million fishing tournament.
Thank you, Zach. Air Jordan has just conquered another element, water, because Michael Jordan's catch 23 boat just got a 442.3 pound blue marlin in a fishing tourney. Dude, that's crazy. So the prize is $3.4 million. And if you see this fucking photo, look how big this fish is, dude.
Jeez.
So
It's
there's
twice
Michael
as
Jordan,
twice as
who's
tall as Michael.
6'6".
It's probably over 12 feet tall.
It is probably close to 12 feet tall. Yeah. From the tip of it all the way to the end. It is huge. They said they had a few days left in the tournament to go, and they weren't sure if he was actually going to win it yet. But shit.
Play the video. Does he say anything about it?
Let's find out.
What the TMZ?
Yeah. There it is.
It's been a while since I've been in the Morehead City. You know, it's only 100 miles from Wilmington. Yes, sir. And it's always great for me to be able to come back and, you know, see Curtis, who's a friend, and obviously see some other friends. So I'm happy to be back. Thank you very much for inviting me.
Yes, sir. We couldn't be more happy to have you on board. Is this your first blue marlin tournament fishing?
No, it's not my first, but it's first in North Carolina. So, I mean, to me, it's a chance for me to come back home, and every chance I get, I love to come back home.
Somehow I get the sense that everybody here loves you too as well, sir. Congratulations on a beautiful fish. You've got a few more days to go, don't you?
If I could say this, I'd love to be back with a little bigger fish.
Okay.
With a little bigger fish.
People come out and support. You know, I've always felt like North Carolinians always support their stars or the people that represent them well. And every chance I get to come back home, I look forward to it. And I appreciate you guys coming out. Even if I didn't win right now, today.
Yes.
You know,
He's probably gonna win this
supporting
motherfucker.
The whole tournament, because I think the tournament means a lot to the city.
So the tournament goes through the 13th, so which is today. So once it's over today, it'll be all set up. So we'll probably find out later today if he actually did win it. But god damn, dude, look at the size of the
find
fish.
a bigger fish than that.
400
Oh, look at the. Oh, that's their fish. I thought like the little board that's next to him, like what the.
Oh, I got you.
Is Michael Jordan the captain?
Captain? No, it's got somebody else's name.
He must have like that's his team. So
Yeah, I'm sure he
He doesn't
sponsors.
catch it. He just goes in and supports them and then pays them all money.
Yeah, I doubt he physically reeled in
I would
that.
say 3.4 million. There's probably 8 of you. You could live off of that for like each one for like a year or two.
Hell yeah, man, that's a good chunk of change.
That's your job.
Go check out on the TMC. Look at the size of that fucking fish when you guys get a second. It's pretty fucking big. Jumping over to Arizona, I think it's Arizona, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
I think so. We spotted another Karen.
Freaking Karens,
Fucking
dude.
Karen. Stay home, Karen. Come on. What the fuck is going on? Dude, this white woman slapped for telling a Native American woman to go back to Mexico. I watched this the other day and I was just like, this is America
The
right
guy
now.
recording like you shouldn't have pushed her.
This is America right now. Let's take a listen.
Country. You're going back to Mexico. You better go back to where you're from.
You just walked into it.
Oh!
She just touched me.
This is going all over the internet.
So this is how it started right here. She walked in
You
and
told her to go back to her country where she's from.
I did not even do with her. That's assault.
Yeah.
You guys know that, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Where were you born? Where were you born?
Where were you
You're
born?
not
Like, what the
America.
fuck?
It's where are your ancestors from? They're not from this country. You're going back to Mexico. You better go back to where you're from.
You just walked into it.
and she touched her, so the bitch just slapped her.
Just touched me.
Wow,
Oh my
see?
God.
Yeah, you deserved it. In my opinion.
You deserved it.
You pushed.
the guy that's filming it is like, dude, fucking
Instigating.
narrating the whole thing.
her and she smacked you. That was self-defense on her part.
He's saying as she's walking out the door, dude. Yeah, it's funny. I love watching white women get put in their place. That's funny. And the lady she's a Native American.
So I'm not even from Mexico.
Like, bitch, I was here before you were.
My
like, what are you
ancestors are here
talking
before
about? You're white. You came from out of state. or
yeah.
out
So
of-
where'd your ancestors
You're the
come
fucking
from?
immigrant. This next video, hope it brings it up right. I should have pulled it up earlier. Let's see. This is one you sent to me. I love Trevor Wallace.
is so funny.
Dude, he did
He's the White Claw.
He's the White Claw guy. So if you ever watch like the White Claw funny videos, he's a little skinny white guy from LA. He's a comedian and he did one over Baja Blast at Taco Bell. This shit is funny. Take a listen.
Hello, welcome to Taco Bell. What can I get for you?
Hi, can I get a Crunchwrap Supreme and a large Pepsi?
What?
Oh, there's a Crunchwrap Supreme and...
No, I heard the food part, okay? What did you want for a drink?
Yeah, I said Pepsi.
Oh, God, sorry, I just threw up a little bit in my mouth. For a second, I thought you said Pepsi.
Excuse me?
You heard me. I can tell when someone has zero respect for Baja Blast.
No, that's not what I'm saying.
Baja fucking Blast. God's gift to earth, the nut for the gut, the blast that lasts, the scent of 100 seeds, the blue-green flavor that no one knows really what flavor it is. Your fucking childhood.
I mean, it's good. It's not great, but I mean, it's fine.
You know what else is fine? You taking your basic bitch ass
Okay.
to McDonald's with that Karen bullshit.
I am not being a Karen. Okay, matter of fact, I would like to speak to your manager. Fuck, that's a Karen. I don't want to speak to your manager anyway. I just want my goddamn Pepsi.
Oh, fuck your Pepsi. You know, everyone knows that even Diet Coke is better than that bitch juice.
What the fuck did Pepsi even do to
You
you?
really want me to get into
Well, there
it?
was that Kendall Jenner commercial, so we don't have to talk
Yeah,
about
hold on
that.
1 second. Hey, Jerry, go ahead and spit in this crunch wrap.
I didn't come here to get yelled at. I'm just saying.
No, I'm just saying that not getting Baja Blast at Taco Bell is like skipping the cinnamon twists. You weren't gonna get those either, were you?
Yeah, I wasn't gonna get those.
You dumb piece of shit.
This is ridiculous. All right, all I'm saying is I just want my goddamn crunch wrap and my goddamn.
I'm going to personally beat that ass if you don't get that blast.
Every time. Dude, that's good shit. Some of his videos are a little out there, but like the
I
White
was
Claw
laughing
ones.
so hard in this one though.
This one's funny as fuck. The White Claw one I love, and then what's the one where it's the guy that graduated high school and comes back to high school?
Oh yeah, he has like his.
He's like, he's sitting in the football stands. He's like, yeah, I played JV as a freshman, man. He's like, y'all remember? I got all kinds of records. It's fucking funny. Check him out, Trevor Wallace on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all that good shit. That dude's funny as fuck. All right,
The moment you've all been waiting for.
and it's time.
It's time to test all things culinary. We hope you've brought your appetite. This is Yelling from the Kitchen.
Oh, yeah. That's our new Yelling from the Kitchen intro for y'all kiddos out there. All right, guys, this is what we got this week. In honor of being a week away from summer, we are doing barbecue chip taste test. And we've got 5 different kinds of barbecue chips. No kettle, all basic potato, barbecue flavor. And what me and Zach are going to do is we're going to taste each one. We're going to rank them by which flavor we think is the best to worst. And we're also going to try to take a guess which flavor is which. So we're going to see how well we know our barbecue chips. So let's first go into background. What's your favorite barbecue chip, and is it included in this?
No, my favorite barbecue chip is it Lay's Hickory Barbecue?
I saw it on the internet, but I couldn't never find it in store.
Or is it Ruffles? No, it's Lay's, right? It's the it looks like a Ruffle, but it's Lay's and it's the Hickory Barbecue.
Ridges, whatever they are. Okay,
Hickory
so
Barbecue, that's my favorite one.
I think my favorite's just the basic. We call it the black chips here because it's the black bag. My kids love that one. And that is included. So the 5 chips we are tasting today are Lay's Original Barbecue. We have Frito-Lay's Honey Barbecue. We have Great Value Barbecue Chips. We have the Stater Brother. Is there like a
Bar's barbecue
chip? And then 7-Eleven barbecue chip. All are basic potato. All
no
is your
kettle cooked, no Ruffle, no rigid.
That.
No.
Yep. From the looks, they all fucking look exactly the same. I'm gonna take a picture for Instagram because they all look fucking exactly the same. Like, which one do you think is Lay's if you had to pick it out? Like, would you go by what has
either
the most
one
seasoning?
or 5? Yeah, I think 5's or 4 or 1. I think 4 is probably the barbecue. I'm thinking.
I don't know, man. They all look so fucking much alike.
This one looks more orange, though. I'm thinking that one's the honey barbecue. That one's more orange, like orangish tint.
Tit,
yeah.
Sorry, just getting some snapshots so I can put them on Instagram later. Say barbecue chips.
He's getting nudes.
Say cheese.
Cheese.
You look special.
Yeah.
All right, so what we're going to do is we're going to start on one. We're going to have the chip, tell you what we think, what it tastes like. And then on our... Are you going to share out loud what you think it is? Or are we going to keep it secret?
Keep it secret.
Okay, let's do that. That's what we're very competitive here, so we're going to see who gets the most right. All right, sir. You ready for this?
Uh-huh.
All right, let's start with chip number 1. I think I know what it is based off the smell.
We'll see.
All right, here we go. This is gonna be fucking hard already.
Oh yeah, it's like a little.
And you can have more than one. There's a little. We have bowls here.
I'm thinking. I don't know.
This one's sweet. But I don't know if it's too sweet. We got to get some context with the other ones. Good chip though. Good barbecue chip.
Yeah.
Potatoes not stale. Salted well. I mean, definitely off the top of my head, I think this is not a name. Like this is a name brand chip.
That's what I'm thinking.
I don't think this is going to be a generic chip.
Okay.
I'm ready for 2 and you are.
Yeah, 2.
Okay. More potato, less barbecue flavor off the bat. Less sweetness.
It's a different chip. Like
It's a way different chip. I didn't have a lot of spice on mine at all.
definitely a no-name brand.
Okay.
Jeez, this is me so hard.
Yeah, I think once we get there, we're like, these all fucking taste the same.
Imagine Britt's like, oh, these they're all the Blaze barbecue.
She fucked with this, my wife. Helped us say, yeah, they're all the same chip. All right, number 3.
The heck?
This is more vinegary. So I definitely like the first 2 are very sweet. These are definite like more vinegary. There's a few of these chips I've never had, and I believe this is one I've never had.
Same. Man, this is hard.
Okay, I'm ready for 4.
Okay. Big chip.
Okay. This one tastes a lot like number 1.
Yeah.
I'm gonna have, yeah. I don't think it's name brand though. Okay.
Last one?
I think I got it, yeah. 5.
Oh, I didn't know that.
That tastes exactly the fucking same. Oh, I'm fucked. Dude, these last 2 taste exactly the same.
Salty.
Yeah, the only difference is 5 is saltier. Okay, I think I got this. I think I got this. Okay,
That one.
how confident are you feeling?
Not confident at all.
Really?
Nope.
I think there's a decent shot I got every one of these right.
That one's super salty.
And yeah. I hope I'm not off base.
I'm gonna swap.
The only thing, I think the name brands were the easiest. The non-name brands are difficult. Dude, this one is, like, you look at this chip and there's like no seasoning on it, but then you try it, it's salty as fuck.
I think we go back through all of them. Try one chip, and then we gotta rank them now. I think this one's the worst one. Not just because
Was this the vinegary one?
Yeah. I'm thinking that's the worst one. Like, I'll eat it, it's a chip, but...
Yeah, yeah. We're like splitting hairs here. This is not like a big gap.
That one...
The vinegary one is not great, and this one tastes a lot like... I would put that at number 5.
Last, yep.
Yeah.
So let's do that first.
I would put that at number 4. What are you thinking?
That's super salty.
Super salty. And then we've got...
I think I'm switching my stuff up.
I would, as of right now, that's 3 for me. Well, shit, that was good.
That one is good.
I got a flavored with that one, and it totally changed the game. The first one I was playing, and it wasn't that great.
That one's bland. So
I think we might have it right here.
the first one was the.
I think that's the best, and I think I know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I said that. I think that's good.
All right, so we rearranged them to the order we think that are the best tasting. We've got number 1 is actually the number 1 tasting chip. Number 2 is the number 2 tasting chip. Number 4 is the third best overall. Number 5 is the fourth best, and the worst one is number 3.
But number 3 has the weirdest color. There's no specks in it. There's no. It's more orange than.
Okay, so let me grab the results. It's time to see who win the barbecue chip challenge. All right, are you gonna go up? You want to start at number 5, the worst, and go down to 1,
or you want to?
Let's do 1 because we all know. We know. I think we both know what this one is.
Because no, I just put Lay's barbecue.
You think that's the regular barbecue?
Yes.
I think that's honey barbecue.
You think it's honey?
Yes.
That one has more flavor than.
I taste sweetness, and that's why I was like, I think it's honey. So number 1 overall, Zach says regular barbecue. I say Lay's honey. The answer is Lay's barbecue. You got it. Damn it. Fuck. Which one is honey then?
I think honey's this one.
Shit. Number 2, I put Great Value. What'd you put?
I put Lay's honey barbecue.
Dude, it's Lay's honey barbecue.
Damn, 2 for 2.
Motherfucker. I didn't get any of these right,
2
dude.
for 2, baby.
I'm like Link where he thinks he's right and I got everyone wrong.
Okay, so 3.
Number 3, I put 7-Eleven.
I put Stater Brothers.
Stater Brothers. You fuck.
Damn.
Dude, how are you so good at this?
I'm just too good at my chips, bro.
Number 4, I
have Great Value.
I put Lay's barbecue, and it is Great Value.
Oh, I got 5 for 5.
You fucking asshole. Number 5,
dude.
7-Eleven.
Yep, look at it right there, proof.
That motherfucker went 5 for 5, dude.
Damn.
Props. Good job.
Shit on the game, dude.
Dude, you're the champ. You're fucking barbecue. I'm not going to say Brian because that's what they
And then 7-Eleven had to be the worst. Like,
so now I want to taste these again now that I know. So Lay's barbecue. This is the original.
that one's like, I know off like that. Like, I thought Britt was tricking us. I'm like, that's too obvious to have that one as the first one.
Yeah. And then this is honey barbecue. This didn't taste sweet.
It's less barbecue. It's a little
more sweet.
Yes.
Damn,
It's not
I got to
as
work
strong.
on my palate, man. And then
Even Stater Brothers, it wasn't bad.
Staters.
I would eat all these 4.
Yeah. I mean, if I was at a
No,
barbecue,
this is Great Value. No,
the Great Value is salty,
This is
but
7-Eleven. Come on,
7. Well, which one is?
oh, Stater Brothers is the worst one.
Yeah, Staters is the worst. Great Value is the
4.
third.
Yeah, third. Yeah.
So
So
as
to be
far
honest, I wouldn't. Great Value barbecue chips. You wouldn't know really.
as I'm telling you right now, I think Walmart's Great Value has really good
It's just-
generic brand.
So it's almost the same chip as Lay's, but less on the seasoning.
That's the biggest notice I was like, there's not a lot of seasoning on this one, but the chip is good. 7-Eleven I thought was the worst, which is actually Staters.
Staters is the worst, and I figured.
And if for anybody that's listening, not in the California that doesn't know Stater Brothers Market grocery stores, they're a Kroger brand. So this is going to be Kroger essentially. Stater Brothers is Kroger. Wow. And then 7-Eleven.
Was yeah.
Number 5.
Not a bad chip.
I was for sure that was 7-Eleven that one. Damn. So Zach, did I get any right?
No, I don't think so. Right?
I don't think I got any right,
so
dude.
1 is Lay's barbecue. 2 is honey barbecue. 3 is Stater Bros. 4 is Great Value. 5 is 7-Eleven.
I fucking got everyone
Dang,
wrong.
you shit the bed.
Dude, I was for sure I'm going to kill this barbecue challenge. Jesus, well, good job, brother. 5 for 5. I went 0 for 0. 0 for 5, dude.
I redeemed myself from the beer challenge. I got none right on that one.
Buy me some booze. Well, we're going to fucking munch out some barbecue chips. We've got a lot of food challenges coming up in the next few weeks. We got a lot of stuff stacked up, some spicy shit coming your way. We've had some help from our friends out in Tennessee. Not Brendan, but Darren and Veronica bought us some, what is it, the Death Nut Challenge. So if I just don't, we're trying to psych ourselves up for us to do this because go look at it. It's like 13 million Scoville units.
That's the hottest one?
Yeah. If you watch the fucking videos, dude, people that are like, do this for a living are like banging on the table. Oh my God. It's fucking, I'm scared. Like I have goosebumps talking about it right now. it makes the bomb and that thing. Ugh. Anyways, thank you for that, guys. We'll do it soon, but we got a lot. If you guys got any suggestions, hit us up. Hit us up on Instagram, Twitter, Facebook. Get on there and let us know what you want us to try. We just keep looking on the internet, finding some crazy snacks and food challenges, and we've got a lot more headed your way. They're pretty much damn barbecue chips. That pretty much wraps up the episode, man. You got anything else?
No, that's it. Another one in the books.
So the best barbecue chip was just Lay's black chips. What we call them. Black chips, man. Wow.
Nothing tops them, I swear. Even the honey one's really good, but
I did not think that. I can't believe I got fucking 0 right. Dude, my wife's going to be so disappointed. She knows the order of them.
We could get them, we'll swap them and have her do it.
Let's just write what they are underneath them and we'll make her do it and see what she does. All right, we're going to do that now. Guys, make sure you check us out on social media. Thanks for listening on podcasts. We're available on all podcast platforms. Going to have some more special guests coming up in the next few weeks. Stay tuned with us and keep telling your friends about us, guys. The podcast has been growing pretty good the last few weeks. We appreciate the support. Keep letting the people know. The more listeners, the more we're going to do. Like we said, I got my rig set up for live videos. Eventually, what I'd like to do is to have these Yelling from the Kitchen broadcast live on YouTube so we can watch them, because that'd make them a little bit better. And if we can get the listeners up enough to the point where that's kind of worth the time, do so. So please keep pushing for that and keep helping us grow the fan base. And thank you for listening. Thank you for all you're doing and all the support we've gotten from you guys. It's been awesome. We love doing this. And I mean, who knows? Maybe one day make a living off this.
That's the plan.
That would be fantastic. But in the meantime, we're going to go make the family do the barbecue chip challenge.
Yep.
Guys, thanks for hanging out with us. This is Sean.
This is Zach.
And this is Yelling from the Stands. Enjoy your last weekend.
Thanks.